Like every writer, I go through phases where I am writing a lot and phases where I'm writing, well, we won't talk about those times. Lately though, I have been writing more and I've been writing consistently. And when I write more, I feel good. And when I feel good, I want to write more. For a writer, writing consistently is a really good thing. It makes us feel good, it's part of who we are, and it only makes us want to write more. So how do you find yourselves in these phases where you write more and more consistently and not in those phases that we don't like to talk about? I'll tell you. Today, we're gonna talk about 5 reasons I am writing more right now. Reason 1, I am actively engaging with other writers. Writing can be solitary, but it doesn't have to be. And when I make a point to engage with or write with other writers, I find myself wanting to write more and writing more consistently. And that can be either in person or virtual. Even just talking about writing with those writers helps fuel my urge to write. I have a standing chat scheduled with some fellow writers every Monday morning where sometimes we talk a little and then write, or sometimes we just spend the whole time chatting about our projects or books or movies that have inspired us throughout the week. And when I skip those, I tend to struggle for the rest of the week. But when I start my week by engaging with other writers, I find myself excited, motivated, and more likely to get a lot more writing done throughout the week. I've also signed up for an online writing workshop, and while there is a loose structure, any structure associated with other writers helps me feel motivated. Knowing I have somewhere to share the work when it's finished, people who will view it, and other writers who are holding me accountable makes me much more likely to finish. So reason 2, I find myself writing more, I'm exercising more. I know, exercise, ugh. We're not talking about jogging here, people. I talk a lot about yoga as a tool for creativity on this channel, but not just yoga, moving more, exercising more, being more active. And it's not just hype. Studies show that active individuals do better on tests of creativity than their sedentary peers. When I find myself in a movement rut, I also find myself experiencing a lot more brain fog. And I have less of a desire to write or be creative. And the exercise doesn't have to be crazy intense or even every day. I do both yoga or fun cardio, dance workouts, and things like that 3 to 5 times a week. And when I do that, I am much more likely to write or to want to write. Reason 3, I'm writing more, I'm reading more. Yay, reading! When I make a point to read more often, not just at bedtime, but during my lunch or during small breaks in my day, my mind is much more likely to be buzzing with ideas throughout the week, and my fingers are much more likely to be itching to hit that keyboard and get those ideas down. Of course, really good TVs and movies have a similar impact, but obviously when you're absorbing something in the same medium that you want to create, it's powerful. There's a connection there. There's something that makes you say, I want to do this exact thing right here. So when I'm reading more, I'm much more likely to find little pockets of time throughout the day to write. Reason number 4 why I'm writing more, I'm writing in the morning. There's just something about starting my day by writing that makes me so much more willing and motivated and excited to write more throughout the week or at other times during the day. Starting my day by deciding to work on my projects, by dedicating time to my passions before I dedicate time to anything else. It's a great feeling. I get to go through the rest of the day knowing that I've already made progress on something that's important to me. It's an awesome feeling, and it's one I want to duplicate every single day. Starting my day with that feeling sets a tone for the rest of the day. When I make writing part of my morning writing routine, I feel like a writer. And here's a plot twist. I start my day writing so that if I don't get to it later in the day when I'm tired from work or I'm too busy with life, I don't feel bad. But what usually happens is when I start my day writing, it puts me in such a good mood that I make a point to write more throughout the day. And the fifth reason I find myself writing more is that I'm putting writing before other things. When you're in a writing groove, you don't want it to stop. My writing routine flourishes when I realize that sometimes laundry can wait. The house doesn't always have to be clean and spotless, and dinner doesn't always have to be complicated. Hint, your family probably just wants a rotisserie chicken anyway. When I allow myself to put my writing before the things in my life that I just use to avoid my writing anyway, it's a game changer. So the next time you're sitting down to write and you find yourself stopping because the dishes aren't done, or the laundry's not done, or you need to vacuum, or you need to meal prep, just pause and just think about what would happen if you don't. Can the laundry wait a couple more hours or another day? Allow yourself to put writing before other things, and you will find yourself getting those other things done anyway. Or maybe somebody else will do them for you. When you find yourself writing more or in a writing groove, what kinds of things are you doing in your life that make that possible? Tell us in the comments, because inquiring minds really, really, really want to know. And if you're feeling like you're in a writing groove, just grab a writing sprint from the end of this video, push play, and spend 25 minutes fighting for your creativity.